So how about that crypto market?
I wouldn't know. I'm not in it.
Fucking good, because about $200 billion in market cap was wiped out from cryptos today.
Cool. Alright, let's verify everything's up. Twitch. I need to switch a panel over real quick. And in the place of alcohol, we will have caffeine. Excellent. All right, we'll put that down. There we go. Yeah, no, we have a little, we have a goat. He sometimes goes in the camera. Dream, get the hell off my stream. But anyway, all right. Looks like we're going right in. Barb, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, doing good. Always enjoy it when we go right in.
Of course. I've also put down the bonk thing to go for channel points. So if you want to bonk Barb, it only costs 10 points. So every time he makes a horny joke, feel free to just spam that one. Because it's needed.
Oh, yeah, coming from you.
Regardless, a few little notes that you might not have caught up on. Next week will be a special event with FNF partnering with SOG and a charity group, NVG. They're going to be doing 2 days worth of streams, from special FNF events to special SOG Prairie Fire things, and a few other nice things such as developer Q&A that's going to be going on. And I think there's going to be a 12-hour up as well, but we'll see how things go.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I didn't realize it, like, I saw the announcement and it said, you know, January 28th and 29th are when they're having their events. Yeah, that's next week. We're already almost a month into 2022.
Yeah, January blew by pretty quick in my opinion.
Yeah. No, nice blow isn't too bad.
Okay.
Listen, you're the one who put down the points. I gotta make it worth it.
Oh, I mean, I put them down. I didn't have to tell you I put them down because I knew you're going to do it either way, so...
Yeah, fair
I'm going to read the mission info. All right, so this is a mission made by... Yeah? Okay.
Sorry, I do want to say, at their spawns, they do have these nice little billboards for the event, and they have one with, like, a donation, like, counter, like, mechanized infantry, air cav, gunships, armor cav. Are those? I assume those are incentives for,
yes. For the event itself.
Yeah.
That's apparently cool. At $1,005, they have a special one.
Yes, they do.
Let me just play that real quick.
Oh, it's a video?
Yeah, you want to take a look at my channel real quick?
Sure. One second.
Go ahead. So for $1,005, you can take away Iander's RPG. Iander will have to go the entire event without firing AT. That's the end tier.
He can't pick him up. He can't do anything.
He's not allowed to touch him. And it is one of the funniest goals I have ever seen in all of my streaming. It's a very genius idea. Whiplash sent me this one himself, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So,
what's that? At the top of your browser, custom body pillow. What's that about?
Actually, no, it's music, commands, DND, the image, and then Twitch because I put the caffeinate option on. But really funny.
No, but below the URL bar, the bookmarks.
So that was what I was looking into for the OpChan full body pillow, like a year and a half ago. I just never got the designs by the guy I commissioned until like literally a year later, and it's something I've just had on the shelf that I have pondered about doing, and I might start up again. I've got a big list of things. I'm thinking about just making like a jar filled with a bunch of ideas, and then I'll just randomly pull out one every week as I get the front log for my channel going. That should finish by this weekend, but we might see the OpChan body pillow meme come back, and I might actually have a solution for it. So
I would like a nice OpChan solution, if you know what I mean.
This is why we have the bonk option on today, because I know you are going to always make horny comments. Regardless, let's go ahead and go over our mission tab.
Yes.
So, the game mode is really simple. There are 3 different terminals that GREENFOR knows the exact location of that OPFOR has to defend. All GREENFOR has to do is go up and interact with the terminal. This will then queue anywhere from a 60 to 150 second timer, depending on the mission maker's preference. Let me see if they actually have that information out. It's a 90-second hack time.
Yes.
All right. So a minute and a half will have to go by. In that minute and a half, GREENFOR then has to prevent any OPFOR guys from running up and touching the timer. I'm trying to see if they have the timer set to... Okay, so in some missions, when the timer is stopped, it resets back to a full 90-second timer, or it's simply a pause. I think it's going to be a pause because normally you only see the resets in a different or slightly different game mode called Rush.
Yes.
But otherwise, I think it's just a pause of the timer. So after the timer is taken, multiple terminals can be taken at once. But otherwise, after the timer finishes, there's then a 15-second beeping period that happens. You'll hear it as the round begins, and then the terminal will explode, and the objective will be quote-unquote completed.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they have an overtime thing up if the timer for the round has ended, but there is still a hack going on, then the game will continue until that ends. But otherwise, that is that for how the game mode works. We're going to look at GREENFOR first, since they're the attacking faction. They're going to be rocking Croatian stuff today, which also means, yep, they're going to get the VHSs, which in my opinion are one of the shittiest rifles to use in this game. But they're a 5.56 caliber. They're all right. It just takes a little getting used to. Otherwise, they get FN Mini-Me's and FN Mags, which are pretty much your M249, M240 Bravo, 5.56, and 7.62 machine gun, respectively. M72 laws for the LAT. MAT, I would assume, is... Oh, no, both sides are going to get the RPG. And they... Ooh, this is interesting. Get...
What do you see Matt for GREENFOR? I'm not even seeing Matt. I just see Lat.
Matt's its own setting under mission variable in the actual tabs above Blue 4. I don't know why they do it that way. But you got 4 RPG VLs from the looks of it, and then 2 OG fragmentation rounds per person. So they are experimenting with HE rounds at the squad level. Interesting that I've been seeing FNF. I mean, a few weeks ago we had an autocannon in play for a mission, and we now we're seeing HE rockets in play.
Yeah, it's honestly that's a really exciting thing to see, because
Revanche, I don't have any alcohol.
I
put the
FNF was
I put it away.
Getting a bit stale. Nothing against them. It's just that when you have it going, you know, so many
Gotta
times,
keep it
you know,
fresh.
every week, 6 rounds every week. Yeah, you gotta be
out of stock.
proactive and keeping it fresh.
Second.
You can't wait around. So it's good to see this a bit of change finally.
Oh, it's because it's paused. That's weird. There we go. Now it should be fine. I had to tab out to fix something, my bad. But otherwise, other weaponry. Looks like the recon team, for their 2 stealth suppressed shooters, they get the choice between the Mark 14 EBR and the SOCOM 16 7.62 by 51 NATO battle rifles. And then the aviation get either the Scorpion or the VHS. I'm going to be honest, the Scorpion's a piece of shit. You are better off just rocking the VHS, in my opinion.
The Scorpion is literally, I think, 32 ACP. It is such an anemic cartridge that it is good for, I mean, scaring away rats at the best.
We have reached 54 months and counting. Keep up.
Now, it is interesting to note that
Jesus, killing Gal.
GREENFOR do have a
month resub.
CSW mortar.
You're halfway there to the 6 here. I got to look into making that new badge. Thank you so much. Hope you can join the operation.
I'm not sure what those are meant to represent underneath it, under CSW, but I believe that's, I mean, it's different types of mortars, looks like, but it doesn't really tell you much.
Well, let's go ahead and look at the mission tab here back under GREENFOR. So CSW, what that means is Alpha gets the mortar bag, and I think that means they get 3 HE rounds. I'm not entirely sure about that, but so Alpha for GREENFOR is going to basically get a mortar to utilize there. And then they have a GPK PKM Humvee, which is 7.62 PKT, and then 2 M2 Humvees. The M2 Humvees are more exposed than the others. So I have also decided for every time someone bonks Barbarian...
I was going to say, what's my name?
I know. I forget you sometimes. I'm gonna just every time you do a horny joke, for everyone that happens, you get a goat scream. All right? I will bring that up.
A short stream then.
I know, right? And everyone is already bonking you. I mean, you've made, I think, 2 or 3 jokes already, but let's be honest, Barb. You need to be sent back to horny jail. So, how dark is it without the NVGs? It's pretty dark.
It is supposed to get brighter. Everyone does have NVGs, thankfully.
As you say that, actually, it is starting to get brighter on the horizon, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, but still 6 minutes to go. I don't think it's going to get much brighter than this, really. Maybe a little bit before the round starts. So I think first contact is going to be an ambush in the dark.
But otherwise, let's go ahead and look at the roster real quick for GREENFOR. We have no... Oh, no, he's all the way on the bottom. All right, Nielsen is going to be commanding. He is solo commanding under this group. He's got no 2IC or platoon medic. We have Naders, actually no, Green Shade. Yeah, the roster's on opposite day here. Got Green Shade commanding the X-Ray team, Michael and Holly being Mark 14 EBR suppressed shooters, and Naders is going to take the sniper rifle, the M40. Norris is going to be leading Alpha HQ. Normally we see him do really well with machine guns, but we'll see how he is at squad leading today. And as a solo individual, looks like he's only going to be commanding Alpha 1. What's interesting here is in the roster, it said Alpha was going to get the mortar, but it looks like it's gone to Martin instead in Bravo. But suffice to say, there is no leadership element under Alpha 1, so it looks like they are just going to operate as that team. They just took the members of Alpha 1 except the team lead, and they're relying on Norris to lead the group instead. Drake is going to be leading Bravo HQ. His team leader under Bravo 1 is going to be Thorn. Under him, Wheaton, Poe, Miller, Cosmonaut, Martin. Members of, I believe, it's either 29th ID or the first 1RW. So I always get them intermingled. I think it's the 29th ID, but I could be wrong. There's also 1R... no, it's not 1RCC. There's another group that I get them confused with sometimes, and chat likes to correct me. Otherwise, Bridges commanding Bravo 2. He's got Cyrus, Warwick, Anderson, head honcho of the NA branch. Maz, who we always like to talk to. Fist and Cobreeze under Bravo 2. Charlie HQ led by Schnuffles with Artisan, Shrimp 2, Corvo, Space Cowboy, Carl, Gary, and Mackenzie. And then Charlie... No, that's Charlie HQ. Okay. I think the thing just got switched on me last second there.
Well, yeah, it looks like they folded in. Charlie 1 folded into Charlie HQ. So
that's it. Their second MRB. I always screw that up.
thing.
Also, I am keeping track of the hydrate. Yep, so it's second MRB. I always get them confused with the 29th ID because it's 2 major Milsims that play in the NA branch. But Mito leading Charlie 2 with Severe from Arma Finland. Ham Sandwich, Lennox, Lurch, and Rory playing under him. Delta 1 has some elements of Scandi Recon with Blam and a Whiplash, the SOG dev. Delta 2 is led by Capt, which I think his name just gets cut off there.
Dev?
Whiplash is one of the devs for SOG Prairie Fire, and he also handles all their media accounts.
Yeah, I know he handles the media. I didn't realize he also did dev work.
I think he's also a dev, and I'll ask him to clarify, but I'm pretty sure he does dev work as well.
Either way, Whiplash does great work over on his Twitter. Great screenshots.
And he's got, Cap's got Chaos, Mimi Bear, PFCD, Barnes. The Barnes is cut off, though, so we're just going to say Private First Class D.
Bonk.
Huh?
Bonk.
I just said a letter. Are you that horny that me saying a letter? Yeah, he just muted himself. He just muted himself. What a Chad. And then we've got Goha underneath, and Korvax also bringing in Charlie 1. Regardless, let's go over and look over at OPFOR here. You want to go over what OPFOR has while I catch up on my points?
Sure. OPFOR are going to be running post-Yugoslavian army olive drab camouflage. So 2 kind of non-standard camouflage between GREENFOR and REDFOR. So that might be a little interesting. As for loadouts, they are going to be using, Serbian or Yugoslavian AK copies. So M70 B3Ns, M92s, which are both in 7.62 by 39, CZ99s in 9mm, M84s and FN mags, which are both going to be a larger 7.62 caliber. M84 is going to be 7.62 by 54 rimmed, and the FN mag, like Liru previously said, is 7.62 by 51 NATO. So an interesting mix there in the sense of they don't have a 5.56 auto rifle, they have a 7.62 auto rifle. So that's going to be, or still a machine gun, but a bigger caliber.
Medium machine guns instead of light machine guns.
Yeah. The RBR M80
well, apparently you said rimmed.
It.
Continue.
The RBR M80 is going to be the lat of Red 4, where it has this nice little illuminated sight to use, but it's still going to be that single-use rocket launcher.
Thank you for catching that.
Recon's going to be using an M24 SWS, also in 7.62x51 NATO, and then the support dudes get either an M14 or an M92, which is like an AKS 74U on steroids, because it's nice and stubby, but shoots that big, fat 7.62 round.
Are you sexualizing bullets?
Oh my! I'm just fucking.
All right, 2. Oh, he muted himself. All right. So no CSW data for these guys.
I'm gonna like get drunk and become a problem.
You already are a problem, Barb. Anyway, OPFOR has 2 BRDMs and 2 transport Euros. They are on the defense. So with that all said and done, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the roster data as Barb now begins the pregame. So. Platoon HQ is going to be Shy, commanding for AA. Nightshade going to be his 2 IC. We have a full roster here. Mountain being the medic, and then Preacher somehow joining in as an AT guy under the platoon element, LAT. Interesting. Also, quick note on the RBR. It used to be a piece of shit, but they recently buffed it in RHS, and now it actually behaves like an M72. It's quite interesting.
It's been buffed for a while now.
Yeah. Even so, it's only... I guess it's because I don't really use the weapon, because I detest it, because it used to be a piece of shit. It was like throwing...
I've always loved that thing.
I love the sight, don't get me wrong, but like in the past, it was like firing a grenade at someone. It did jack shit the vehicle. So glad that it's usable now, or at least in a usable state. Regardless... Jib Style going to be leading the X-Ray detachment, Spiky being what appears to be the 2 IC since she has the Grenadier weapon, Kabaya being the medic, G-Legs being the sniper, Sam and Olaf being the suppressed shooters. They're taking standard M14s that are suppressed. Meanwhile, Alpha HQ is going to be led by Vagrant Skipper taking the mortar there. Interesting how they have a mortar too, but it wasn't...
Have a mortar too?
Yeah, that's not listed in the mission roster, so I think they, like in the last range of audits, decided to... give a mortar to them last second, but not change the mission file.
What is the point of the mission info if the mission info is wrong?
Oh, come on, Barb. You playing TMTM, right? Audited missions.
Okay, but that's different. This is like displayed information that they take pride in.
Barb. Look behind the mortar on the left next to Genki.
Behind, bonk.
What do you mean look behind?
Looking at behinds now? Bonk.
No. Oh my god, I give you an actual reason to bonk, and that's what you bonk me. Yeah.
What the fuck do you want me to look at behind the fucking mortar?
Look at Genki. Look at what's opposite of Genki on the stairwell. I gave you a real reason to bonk, and you bonked me for saying a word, you horny bastard.
You're the one pointing me out to the fucking statue tits. Shut the fuck up.
But you didn't look at the statue tits. You said behind and then made a bonk joke. Instead of actually looking in the first place, you took one word. And, oh my goodness gracious, Barb, I can't take you anywhere anymore.
You haven't taken me anywhere in months. We're still in a pandemic.
Team 6.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to continue to go through the rest of the roster.
You
Also
haven't taken me anywhere because my fucking ankle has like swollen up around the fucking chain and you can't unlock it anymore. You said you were going to get a blowtorch like 2 months ago.
Uh-oh. A little bit of desync on the server, and Barb's coming out as robotic. I'm probably coming out as robotic on his end as well. There might be a little bit of DDoS. Well, that is quite unfortunate. I'm going to use this time to give some shout-outs. Sunday Beach, thanks for the 28-month resub. I know, Barb keeps getting bunts in my channel. It's pretty funny.
Well.
Maybe AWS is dying. I don't know. And Uber Pyro, thanks for the 5-month resub as well for boobs.
Big,
I hope
sweaty men to get all over each other. Scream all you want. It only makes me harder.
I can't do this enough.
You can't scream any louder? Oh, that's a shame.
Oh my god, the amount of bonks that just came down. Jesus Christ. See, this is why we have the bonk option. It costs 10 points, and it's absolutely necessary. All right, looks like the server has restabilized. Seen a little bit of desync still, but yeah, the sheer amount of bonks. There are 100 bonk requests. It's lagging my Twitch. I'm so sorry.
You know the mission started, right?
Oh my God, the mission started. We were too busy bonking you.
Whoa, you're gonna bark now?
No, oh my God! Freaking! Stop it! Stop it! You're acting like yourself drunk, you freaking bellend! All right, well, the rest of the roster, I'm going to quickly go over it because someone's super horny, and just the amount of bonks in my chat. Good God. Vagrant leading Alpha HQ. We got Skipper on the mortar, Banks, Patriot, Casey, Loki, Grav, Andrew Page, Private Waldo. Say Waldo. QSX, Auto Dribob. I don't even know. Kabooby Face. Kabooey Face. Hova, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Lola.
Words now.
Yes. Zayak, Despo, and Tymek and a BRDM. Coda, Coop, Brain, Bayance, one of the best players, if not the best in FNF. Chow, Bald Eagle, Armages, and Dooley all together in Charlie 1. Delta 2 has Pierce, Koak, Wise, Snow Owl, and Ilbenek. Genki is solo in Bravo 1, and Andrew is solo in Alpha 2. Welcome to the bonk.
Real quick, I want to bring attention to Hill 100, where Severe and the BRDM are for GREENFOR. Oh, sorry, that's a Humvee. They have a team of Red 4 who have snucken up below their ridge line and is working their way up to them on the rocks. If they get close, I don't know. GREENFOR definitely don't know that Red 4 is there, but if Red 4 don't know that GREENFOR is there, that's going to be kind of awkward because they might walk themselves into a killing field as a platoon-sized element walks down the road to their southwest.
No, that was solid analysis there. Good one.
Thank you. Apparently, I'm getting a message from Yanni. Iander apparently has 18 rockets, 6 fragmentation, and 12 heat.
And Iander's on GREENFOR, right? So that means they just gave him all the damn rockets that they could. I think
so. I think they they went to like all the other elements, Matt guys and Matt assistant, and just got all the rockets, dumped them, and switched back their slots or something. Because that's a lot of fucking heat going down range.
Well, we'll see what he's capable of doing. By the way, I want to let you know, when you were making those horny comments, Don's Twitch almost crashed because they had over 100 bonks to process. So,
damn.
Just so you know.
That's a lot of bonking.
That's a lot of bonks, all right? I think you're going to have a concussion by the end of this, sir.
It's okay. Nothing that already isn't damaged.
You know, I had it in my hand ready to scream, but you didn't make a horny joke. I'm proud of you.
What did you have in your hand?
The goat.
Right.
The goat. Okay.
What are you doing with the goat in your hand?
I swear to God.
You're making the goat scream?
Meanwhile,
What?
GREENFOR is pushing into Terminal 1. OPFOR has abandoned that position, so GREENFOR is going to reach into it unopposed. We have a lot of OPFOR intermingled on the rear of GREENFOR's line, but OPFOR is going to opt to hold Terminal 2 and 3. We also have a few guys stationed on the office building. I remember this building was the subject of some questions because an objective to hold a sector was here a few months ago, and the defending faction just camped on the rooftop. And they weren't able to be engaged from anywhere else, so they won the round, but that's because there was no way to kill them. So now that it's out of the way, hopefully it won't be too much of an issue today, but I could still see something like that happening tonight.
Yeah, it's not too uncommon to see a defending side, if there's multiple objectives, to eliminate one to consolidate forces around the other two, or sometimes even do an all
Revanche,
in
I'm
one
gonna
basket.
bonk you in a second.
And this one is, I would agree with this. There's a nice big river cutting off most access to that side of Upper Jabobo. So,
that's a good question, Tiberius.
Consolidating in the, I mean, those two, Terminal 2 and Terminal 3 are like 500 meters away from each other, whereas Terminal 1 is like almost a kilometer away from Terminal 3. So, smart decision. I think it'll play out well in Red 4's favor, but yeah, GREENFOR just kind of walking into that first terminal unopposed.
So, by the way, quick question from the audience. Tiberius was asking if explosive satchels are a thing that either side can have. So, every explosive specialist, which you see dictated by the triangle and next to their unit there, there's one per squad, has the option to take one of 4 things: 2 throwable satchels, 4 throwable demo charges. Now, the demo charge you got to be careful about because you can't really blow buildings up with them. If you want to blow stuff up, you use the satchels. 2 tripwire mine. Excuse me, it's 4 tripwire mines, 2 HE, 2 flare, or 2 or 3 AT mines. Usually, you see people take the satchels.
Fair enough. That is true. But there is a nice bit of variance there where it used to only be just satchels. Now, I do want to bring your attention to Patriot's BRDM doing some nice patrols around there. Very nice Hatsune Miku pinup art on the side. I think Patriot hand painted that himself. Very impressive work. But he is currently on patrol to try and spot out this GREENFOR force, I think. We'll see if he's able to find anything if he continues this patrol route.
The GREENFOR.
Go ahead. Saying Patriot painted his Miku one-handed, which I think most people do paint one-handed. I don't know anyone who paints with two hands. Let me know if you know anyone who paints with two hands, because that might be weird. Maybe Captain Contractor paints with two hands. Ooh, and I am hearing some explosions.
That was a mortar going off.
And some shots now going off from Cool Breeze in one of the M2 Humvees. Delta 2 for Red 4 up on the hill. That's Wise and Ilbenek over there, skylining just perfectly for that Humvee to spot their silhouettes going up across that ridge.
Oh, we got Preachers lining up an AT shot. He might be able to hit it. Tube looks right.
Yeah, Ilbenek is dead. They actually were able to snipe him with that Humvee on the M2 on that Humvee. And now they're dipping, so this is good. But it might be too... Oh.
Preachers look right. You got a perfect shot here.
Yep, Cool Breeze is stuck, and he just unstuck himself.
I think Preacher's confused. Oh, now he noticed it.
And he has lost his opportunity.
That's okay. There were some really crazy AT shots in the EU branch that kept missing. Even Iander missed a few shots. But every time we complained about it, like some sort of eldritch horror god, whatever, that was just playing a cruel joke on us, every complaint we gave, immediately there would be an AT shot that would hit something. It was especially scary in round 3 because it just kept happening.
I see. Maz's squad there popping smoke behind them. Interesting play. I think that's meant to be some concealment for the Humvee. But neither of them appear to be injured, so I'm not sure what that's about. But yeah, that first terminal has been destroyed, and now they are working.
You're welcome,
GREENFOR is working towards lower Jabobo, towards terminals 2 and 3. They can attack either one. Doesn't have to be 2 then 3. Could be 3 then 2. It just depends on what they do. And now we actually have Bravo HQ here being encroached by GREENFOR. Yanni there as well, standing.
What?
With his rocket. Wait, no, that's not Iander.
Look at the northern BRDM right now.
Yeah, Timex.
Yeah,
Yep, they just noticed. GREENFOR just noticed
that there was a BRDM,
and they ran back across the cover. Machine gunners slowly walking across.
Oh no, they're getting the Iander out. This is an This is an easy shot even for Iander.
I was expecting that. Timex panic fires a little bit. But that thing is about to cook off.
Whiplash kills the one spotter. We might see a flame out here for the BRDM.
We should here in just a second.
Ah, the driver's unconscious. That's why. So Timex just chilling in there. Might see a second shot. Iander's waiting to see what happens. There's the flame out. If Timex stays in there, he's dead. So. And he wasn't AFK. I saw the gunner turn all the way almost to look at the left side of the barn, and then it turned forward again.
He was focused on his sector. He was a little bit tunnel visioned and did not look that way. I don't think, to be fair, I don't think he has the ability to put on his night vision inside that turret. So I think he was a bit out of luck there, but definitely out of luck after the rocket hit.
I am still noticing a slight amount of desync, but it looks like it's getting a little bit more prevalent.
Now, I do want to say, Timex, I think, is still alive. He's definitely still alive, but I think he's also still conscious. He's not, it doesn't seem like he's knocked out.
Yeah, he's in the Vic. He's in the gunner seat. Now, the gun is doing that look down animation, meaning it's disabled, but I think he's just trying to wait it out. So GREENFOR will bypass and they'll try to come in from behind him.
Potentially, we'll have to wait and see.
Server looks like it's over that little desync hiccup. We see some fire going out from the southeastern side. GREENFOR caught in a kill zone by some OPFOR guys. It's Coda and Coop. I thought they were 2 of the same people for a second, but we need to see OPFOR fold in all the guys they have on the northeastern ridge at this point to try to encircle this push of just a nice unified battle line of GREENFOR forces coming in. Where'd that mortar? Okay, mortar landed a little to the west, a little off target. And I can't tell. I think it's OPFOR's mortar because I think GREENFOR is being mobile with theirs. It was on Martin's back. So I'm going to quickly take a look at him. I don't see a mortar backpack on him, so I don't know what they did with it.
Coda leave the hospital, but
Thorn's trying to get a shot on him, but is unable to.
Yeah, I think he landed a couple hits on Coda, who had to go prone.
Caffeinate, you got it.
But now Coop has gone to that corner, and you should see a nice bit of suppressive fire come out from Coda. Smoke comes out to give him some concealment.
Right on top of his position. That's going to obscure his sight line.
Oh yeah, he was looking right underneath that bush too. That was not a half bad angle. And Thorn throwing a grenade of his own, right actually on top of that smoke.
Coda, I don't think got hit there. I don't see any blood splattering. Poe doing a wide suppression there. OPFOR being forced to pull back deeper into the town, but I don't know. OPFOR is not really closing their gap with Delta and X-Ray in time. GREENFOR is now pouring into this town.
Yeah. And that rear group still up in Upper Japovo, they're completely foot mobile, so they need to keep moving. Sam looks like he is on that mortar. And so, where is he?
I just realized we don't have a marker. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Sam's on a spotting scope, actually. That's what he's looking through right now for G-legs, looks like. But go ahead with the mortar.
So we don't have any symbolism to see where the terminals are from our interface anymore. But if you look at Terminal 2, there are 2 explosive charges down. So as soon as they're prompted, they might try to trigger those to get a free kill. But enemy engineers can disarm traps. Meanwhile, quarterback being caught in the open by Coop and Coda, and eventually sprayed down.
Yeah.
Regular hydrate.
Now, Mito coming up with that M2 Humvee. Should be able to shred through that wooden house if he
I hear a mortar coming in. Ooh, that landed right behind an office complex. Nearly on target, but just wasn't close enough, unfortunately. I thought I saw 2 green arrows flicker, but it was just because I scrolled in a little too quickly, but it's because they were on the building right before it. Another mortar coming in, knocking Wheaton out.
That's definitely more than 3. But yeah, Wheaton going down there. Wheaton is AT for Bravo 1. So that's a little important if they're able to take down all the AT. Those BRDMs will be on our pose. Well, BRDM, because there's only 1 left.
So it is important to note right now, it looks like GREENFOR is divided into 2 forces. One force seems to be slightly larger in nature is the one going for Terminal 2. And then the entire squad of Delta and X-Ray for GREENFOR are trying to bypass to get all the way around to Terminal 3, potentially to draw out forces from Terminal 3 to deal with them. That way the other force can steamroll past Terminal 2 and then get to Terminal 3 with less resistance. That's a pretty smart call by Nielsen in this situation. And OPFOR's kind of allowed that to happen because they have so many forces on standby trying to push in from their rear. But GREENFOR was just able to completely bypass them in thanks to the fact that it is nighttime right now and it's harder to spot forces.
That is true. Everyone does have night vision again, but that only helps so much. What Red Fort should have done, I think, in my opinion, was
there's time back.
Side of Lower Jabovo in those buildings, that school building, that apartment complex, and try and pull river crossings. Don't let Red Fort get close, or sorry, don't let GREENFOR get close, excuse me, and keep them at arm's distance. But instead, they retreated.
Aston Martin just mowed down Arma, Jesus.
It helped them consolidate their forces, but then they didn't take advantage of their consolidated forces and just let GREENFOR kind of pick them apart. We also saw that BRDM get taken out without much resistance at all. So a number of misplays coming here from Red 4.
I think it's also partially because of the night itself. Because I just watched Arma Jesus completely let his flank go unsecured and start a firefight, and then get mowed down because he didn't see someone hiding in the darkness of his unsecured flank. So I think the defense are just not used to this type of mission style. Because when's the last time you had a night vision fight in FNF? It's been a while. And I think that's just screwing with everyone here, and it's allowing the attacking faction to steamroll over the defensive one. As I say that, I see Timac, he's folded in, just got a kill after coming in from hiding in that BRDM. He's going to slow down the GREENFOR force from hacking that one terminal.
At the very least, a little bit.
Oh, look at this. You got Alpha 1 for GREENFOR in Band sight lines, actually. Band actually has a he's got a marksman rifle, the M76. He could do a lot of damage here.
Where is he?
He's at the dockyard. He just fired a shot, but it looks like GREENFOR completely bypassed him. But my point here is Delta for GREENFOR with X-Ray are about to fold into Terminal 3. OPFOR has adjusted by making a battle line here, expecting this force to come because their force on the office building saw them coming. But now you're going to have Alpha potentially attack from the rear as they try to find a way up this sector. But there's Terminal 2 hacked. We're just seeing GREENFOR pretty much steamroll this.
Oh, and a perfect charge takes out Shrimp. The Shrimp has been fried, and it's not rice this time.
Ah, I see. I'll give you that one. That one was kind of funny.
Mountain there shooting up.
At least it wasn't a horny joke, right?
Almost took him out, but Mountain had to run away because the 50 cal trumps the 7.62.
Starting to get a little brighter too. You're seeing OPFOR finally getting a few of their forces pulled in, but it's not enough. They're too divided, and there's not enough. And OPFOR is just continuing their steamroll here, unfortunately. Excuse me, GREENFOR. I'm getting those confused.
Yeah,
my bad.
I am as well. And yeah, now at Terminal 3, they're already outnumbered. GREENFOR's already encroaching on the terminal site itself. And who else would it be than Yanni?
Yanni just watched Shy come out, and immediately he gets blown away by Yanni. Beautiful.
Beautiful play there, waiting for the perfect opportunity. And now he has the terminal building unopposed. Here comes Kabooby Face. Booby Face.
Yep, he's trying to stop it, but there's Terminal 3's and hack initiated. You're going to see OPFOR freak out here. They were expecting, I guess, GREENFOR to come a slightly more direct approach, but GREENFOR just completely bypassed.
Andrews is just completely just awestruck and gets his head blown off by his nemesis. Vagrant runs out.
Vagrant gets him. Skipper takes out Cap, but there's so many forces here.
There's too many GREENFOR. That's
OPFOR's not going to be able to get in there.
BRDM coming.
It has pulled over, but they have a minute to make a play here. Vagrant goes down.
Fucking way of the car. And BRDM needs to not Arma itself.
Ianders with the rocket launcher, though. Hits the BRDM and disables its engine. There's Terminal 2 taken. This was done in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Follow-up round, killing the other guy. Yep, Lolo goes to the ground. Cap has woken back up, but so is Skipper. And Skipper's the first to notice Vagrant gets knocked off his legs as the two below him trade.
BRDM cooking up now as Lolo lives there. 25 seconds on the clock for this last terminal. There's no way.
What on earth? Casey trying to push with that 240 Bravo, FN Mag, 7.62 machine gun regardless. Manages to get the kill. 10 seconds left on the clock. Wow. Couldn't get the shot on it, and there we go. Hack is initiated. Lolo gets knocked out. And that is an early GG because OPFOR...
22 minutes. No, not even 22 minutes. That's...
No, it was a 22-minute round. With the 15-minute to safe start, you add that, but technically 22-minute round. That was a quicker one.
Yeah.
I think OPFOR's main issue there was they sent way too many forces up on the ridge, but GREENFOR was just able to bypass all of them. And then since OPFOR was a lessened force, because they sent literally like a squad and a half up on the ridge, they just got steamrolled and couldn't recover in time.